First off, I just gotta start and say how grateful I am for feeling the way I do this morning. So not last night, but the night before. I had 2 angioedema attacks, so I didn't sleep well. Plus I was battling that terrible headache for a few days. But yesterday my headache let up and I slept really well last night, so I'm just so grateful for that. Plus the IVIG is getting sorted out, so there's a lot of good things happening and I'm just so thankful. And today I have a phone call appointment with my geneticist, and so I can finally ask him all of the questions I've accumulated since getting diagnosed with my angioedema and immunodeficiency about a month or 2 ago. So I have this huge Word document with all of my questions, and yes, I'm gonna type out all his answers so I don't forget anything, and of course I will share the answers with y'all. And I've got a really cuddly pup this morning. I'm gonna go feed her, and it's infusion day, so then I'm gonna hook up to my infusion. So let's go do that, Hippo. Back. She's so excited. Tasty gourmet doggy salad, raw style. Harlow, spin. Oh, don't slip. Louder, speak. Speak. Okay, you're getting louder day by day. I am hooked up to my infusion. I do these infusions for my postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. Don't worry, the POTS infusion video and the port video are completely done. I just have to wait for this appointment so I can finish the angioedema and immunodeficiency section of my chronic illness video, and then I can upload them because all 3 tie into each other. I can't upload one without uploading the others. And thank you guys for being so patient about me uploading these videos. I just want them to be done really well, and I'm working really hard on them. That's why it's taking me a while to get them uploaded. And thank you for your patience. I am also cleaning the house a bit today, so I'm gonna go start the robot vacuum, and then after my appointment, I'll start cleaning so I don't tire myself out before the appointment. Hello, Mr. Vacuum. We named it BB-8 for Judd. I don't even know anything about Star Wars. Oh, press it again. Hello. And of course, it's not a toy, Harlow. Sorry. She really doesn't mind it at all. She actually gets in the way of the vacuum and it bumps into her and she won't move, right? All right, let's let it do its job. Out we go. Got the Roomba running. I'm ready for my doctor's appointment. Got my Word document here with all my questions. Thank you to those of y'all who gave their input for things I should mention to my doctor on one of my previous vlogs, because I actually got some good insight. There was one question somebody said, ask about if your allergy testing that kind of set everything off in December has anything to do with the angioedema. I didn't even think to ask that. So thank you, got a lot of good insight from y'all, and now the doctor should call any minute now. Yay! That was a crazy appointment. I have so many answers and I'm excited to share them with y'all. If I'm looking off to the side, it's because I'm looking at my notes. Like, that's how much info I have to remember here. So forgive me. One of the things that I wanted to ask was, what is the proper term for the episodes I'm having? And the proper term is an angioedema attack. It is on the spectrum of allergic reactions. It's considered a severe one. That is why IV Benadryl and EpiPens help with the episodes. Allergies can trigger it. That was one thing, like, can they be triggered? Because we couldn't pinpoint any of my triggers. We still can't. And he said sometimes you just can't figure out the triggers, and that's life. But he said my biggest risk would be infections because the attacks stem from my really bad immune system. And this is where it gets kind of complicated, so I'm doing my best. In your blood, there is something called complement levels. Your immune system uses them to regulate swelling. I have severe immunodysfunction, which I will get to, which causes my body to metabolize a specific complement level very quickly. The complement level is C1q. This all leads to my attacks, the reactions, which I'm gonna try and call angioedema attacks from now on. My doctor tested my complement levels on 2 separate occasions with blood work. On both occasions, I was not actively having an attack, and I did not recently have an attack, but both test results came back with low C1q levels, and that indicates to him that I've had the complement deficiency my entire life. So why did I just start having these attacks December of 2016? He told me that my immune system, everybody's immune system, is always changing. The one we were born with is not the same immune system we have now. He compared it to the way that people may not be born with certain allergies, but they can develop certain allergies. And so the immune system I had at the time of my allergy skin prick testing was already having problems. And that skin prick testing acted as the catalyst that set off the attacks. Because if you remember, December 27th of 2016, I had the skin prick testing in the early afternoon, and by that night was the first angioedema attack I had, and I ended up with that first hospital stay, and that's when all the nonsense started. We still do not know what type of angioedema I have. There's lots of different types, and that means I'm not a candidate for the specific treatment for angioedema, which is complement replacement therapy. You basically get the complement that you burned through. It's really hard to find the type, and we may never know. He said it's most likely not hereditary, but rather a type of like C1 acquired angioedema, but he said it's my immunodysfunction that is causing the low complements. So onto the immunodysfunction aspect of everything. This thing is like giving me a lot of issues, my immunodysfunction. Through testing, we found that parts of my immune system are very deficient and other parts are hyperactive, like they're too revved up. My markers, IgA, IgM, and IgG, are all really low, and like I said, other parts are working way too much. There's a certain blood test he did called an immune cell function test, and it shows how revved up your cells get when they respond to something. A normal level is 500 or below. Mine was 694, so that part of my immune system is hyperactive. And when that happens, it also burns through that complement C1q, causing the angioedema attack. So he also did a specific test to see if antibodies were binding to the complement to cause the deficiency in the complement, and they're not. Basically what that means is that it's not an autoimmune issue, meaning my body is not attacking itself. This is an immune system problem where my immune system just isn't working properly. My immune system, he also suspects, is contributing to my neuromuscular issues of muscle pain and weakness, numbness and tingling, and I know previously we said my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome was causing that too, but he said that my immune system is probably causing systemic inflammation that is contributing to my neuromuscular issues. Also, based on previous testing of consistently high histamine levels and things that he found in his testing, he has diagnosed me with mast cell activation disorder. I'm already on treatment for this with histamine blockers and cromulin nebulizer, and he said that my mast cells are a part of my immune system. So of course they're going to be degranulating and giving off too much histamine because some parts of my immune system are hyperactive and some are deficient. So my immune system's messed up. Mast cells are part of the immune system. I'm going to have mast cell activation disorder. What is the treatment for all this? IVIG, intravenous immunoglobulin. That is basically giving my immune system what it needs to become stronger and to regulate itself more efficiently. IVIG is a blood product. It takes about 20,000 blood donors to make a single dose. So donate blood if you can, or if you want to. I can't donate blood. So anyways, within the IVIG, because it's a blood product, there are traces of complement. And so we are hoping it will help my angioedema because I'll be getting some complement. It's not as effective as the complement replacement therapy, but like I said, I'm not a candidate for that. So we're hoping that with the small traces of complement that are in IVIG, that'll help me because I burned through that complement C1q. Also, it's going to help with my immune system, and my immune system is the root cause for all of my issues with the angioedema and the mast cells, so that is good too. My geneticist expects me to see results from the IVIG in about 2 months, but he says my POTS should improve right away. I'm not getting the IVIG specifically for my POTS, but because it's another infusion that will be increasing blood volume, he said it should help, so that's awesome. In about 2 weeks, I get the results from my bone marrow biopsy, and I am just so giddy with joy and happy at how this worked out. I am so thankful for God for lining up things just the right way for me to find this doctor. I am thankful for this geneticist who wasn't scared or said it couldn't be when my results came back and showed things that were preposterous and were showing my immunodeficiency was so rare, and literally nobody else in the world has presented with immunodysfunction the way mine is. It doesn't fit any diagnostic criteria. It is unique to me, and he really dug deep and worked hard to find answers for me. It's just, I'm so thankful. I'm thankful to y'all for sticking through it with me. I mean, the search for answers is crazy and trying sometimes, but it's what I gotta do for my crazy health. And I hope I explained everything in an easy to understand way, because that was a lot of info, but I'm just so thankful, and I really hope y'all could understand that, because it was a lot of info to take in. BB-8 completed its job of vacuuming upstairs. I completed my job of cleaning the kitchen and the downstairs half bath. Feeling a little bit sore and kind of dizzy from that, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm about to hook up to my second infusion bag and rest until Judd gets home. So the slight dizziness and pain has turned into quite a bit of dizziness and quite a bit of pain. So I'm about to get the heating pad out, but I forgot my blanket in the blanket bin and I'm kind of stuck on the couch now. So what am I to do? Utilize my helpful service pup. Harlow, get the blanket. Get the blanket. Good girl, get the blanket. Harlow, get the blanket. Good girl. Over here. Thank you so much, Harlow. Good dog. Got the heating pad going, my blanket, and Harlow can also retrieve me water out of the fridge should I need to take pills, but I'm stuck on the couch due to symptoms. So sometimes walking is not safe for me when I'm really symptomatic like I am right now, and Harlow's tasks come in handy so much to help me live life with my disabilities. Now for some Netflix, puppies, infusions, and chill. Judd's home.
Yeah, you kind of missed a whole afternoon of vlogging, babe.
I know. Sorry, guys. I just wasn't feeling very good after cleaning. Now I'm feeling okay. I'm not feeling so dizzy or in pain anymore.
It's bedtime.
It is bedtime. How was your day, though? Tell the peoples.
It was good.
Awesome. I'm glad. The matching shirt people.
You gotta stop wearing the same thing to bed as me. Like, it's just...
Sorry I did
ridiculous.
Sorry I did not vlog this afternoon. I was just not feeling good, but now I'm not so dizzy or in pain anymore, so that's awesome. And somebody asked where Harlow sleeps while we're going to bed. She sleeps in the corner over there. She likes to sleep in her crate. She will actually get annoyed with us if we stay up too late and kind of like and march into her crate when she gets too tired.
But when Jack's in the hospital, she sleeps on the bed with me because she's cool.
Yeah, but if we all three don't fit here and she makes it way too hot for me, so.
Whose problem is that?
Mine, I guess. So that's it for our adventure today. Mainly just that awesome doctor's appointment, very productive. I updated Judd. We are happy with the answers. Yes, so that's it. Thank you so much for joining us on our adventure. Hope y'all have a great night.